Then again, our only news driver for this morning that we have left is 10:30 crude oil inventory, so medium impact, nothing crazy. Counts cut encroachment of that fair value gap. Previous day, midnight open. No, I don't look at that. I don't care about midnight open until 11 o'clock. Are you trading after 9:30? After 9:30 p.m. I don't trade the PM session, really. Not on my live account, at least. Paper for practice, yeah, but are we trading today? This is not a trade copying service. Public service announcement, PSA. This is not a trade copying service. Not a signal service. It's not what we do over here. Do you include volume balances with daily fair value gaps? Yes. If it's within reason. So again, letting the opening range, the first 30 minutes pan out, and then looking for a setup after 10 a.m. I like to see us get above this fair value gap, this city, and use it as an inversion level later in the future. Use it as support. It's also your first presented fair value gap for today. Again, I favor higher prices this morning. For those who have been in the Discord for a while, you know that one of the days that I typically lose on pretty frequently is doji candle trading days. So should this candle trade up closer to the open and form like a small little doji, whenever we have trading days and we're currently trading at equilibrium, so you take our current daily low and our current daily high, you get midpoint. Whenever we're like trading near that, it's real easy to get chopped up because a lot of times it'll just range up, down, take out a high, take out a low, take out a high, take out, move a little bit, snap right back up to equilibrium. So those are all things I'm being cautious of. Another reason why I said I'm not expecting the cleanest price action this morning. Definitely being cautious. If I do take a trade today, it's likely not going to be my usual 10 micros. It's probably going to be five or six, but that's just my risk management protocol. Bias is bullish. My bias is bullish. Also, as part of it on daily versus. I need to see an example of Vicky. Yeah, definitely a half risk type of day. $22,000. Yeah, we might not get this morning, but before 4 p.m., 4:15 market close today, I like for us to reach 22,400 today. Let's see our opening range gap. I'm gonna slap this on without hopefully making my charts look too nasty looking. I don't really like that color. That's fine. It's a good visual. Are you able to look at mini chart but trade micros? This is a micro chart. This isn't a mini chart. Micro E-mini Nasdaq.
I want to see if this breaker hold right here. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. This is the most important part of the breaker right here. Trying to see if it holds and break above.
Loss is going to be a sell stop.
But
the sell limit for buys is
it's still early.
Your take profit.
It's still early.
Might wanna get the hang of that before you put on a trade. What if there's no stop? Then you're cooked. You're cooked, my boy. You're cooked. We're just hanging around inside this first presented fair value gap. Again, I don't have high expectations. One thing I'm also making a note of, our current opening range from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So 9:30 is here, 10 o'clock is here. If once 10 o'clock passes, okay, and we have our opening range low and our opening range high, okay, we haven't formed the high yet, we're still making higher highs, but say our opening range high is up here, okay, for the morning, if we're unwilling to leave the opening range between that low and whatever high is formed, if we're just trading inside of that up and down, that's low probability. So going long, YOLO. I just made general access to the Discord free. At first, it was like $25 for a one-time payment, just to be like in the chat room or whatnot. You don't get the live streams or the webinars and none of that with general access. But I added a small little price tag on it just to keep the trolls out. So if you guys start seeing somebody pretending to be me in your DMs, it's not me. Okay, I would never DM you first. I never reach out first. So if somebody's with my profile picture and a username that looks like mine, if they're checking up on you, hey man, how's your trading going? How's this and that? It's a scam. I would never DM you first. I don't send out friend requests. I accept them. I accept friend requests, but I don't send them out. So there's going to be more people in Discord. We already had like 200 people join yesterday because I made general access free. So do not fall for the scams. There's going to be people joining who slap on my profile picture and try to get your account credentials and whatnot. Do not fall for it. I do not reach out first. So just keep that in mind.
I like these longs right here. Like this breaker, low, high, lower, low, high, high, coupled with the order block. But the problem is we in the area right now where we're expecting to reject right now because we're underneath the first presented fair value gap. Right? We're underneath the first presented fair value gap. So I'm expecting it to break above, create that's an order block. You know what I'm saying? But you see how it's holding. This is a good sign. This is the breaker right here. The most important part of the breaker, Here's the top of it. You see how it's holding up here. It's some candlestick closing down here, but it's showing like it's low probability. So that's why you want to wait. See how it's just consolidating? It's consolidating. So it's just waiting on something, right? So it could be a macro time right now. It's 9:10. So the macro starts from 9:10 all the way to 10:10. That's the macro time.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited. I took them off. I keep getting requests. So mentorship groups 1 and 2 are already full. I took off group like 3, 4, and 5. Like you can't sign up anymore. I want to fill it out first because I'm going to pour a lot of energy into the mentorship. It's real, like personal. It's going to be real, like one-on-one. It's going to take a lot of my attention. So I took off registration openings for the later groups in the year because I might want like a month or 2 break in between each group, because right now the way it's set up, I'm only giving myself a weekend in between each mentorship before taking on 10 new people and their problems and their questions and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the mentorship after March. Group 1 and group 2 may be the only groups I do. And I may be like, all right, like I'm tired, I'm done for the year. Or if I like it, if I got energy, then I'll keep it rolling. But I don't want to like half-ass the mentorship, so I want to make sure I'm 100%, have a lot of energy. I don't want to just be, whatever. So that's why I took down the other mentorship spots. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good stuff. I'm already pre-recording some lectures, some introduction videos, some basic price action stuff. It's going to be about.
You see how it went all the way down here and it stopped everybody who was long right here. So it's like this trade is still valid for long. Like I kind of like these longs, but it's Monday. I mean, it's Wednesday, so you want to be patient. And remember, the opening range is the first 30 minutes, right? So we're still in the opening range, right? So, and this is a daily fair value gap, right? So this is an area where I'm expecting it to bounce from, right? I'm not expecting it to break through. So yes, it could come down. It could come down, but I'm expecting it to eventually come back up. All right. But you see how low, high, lower, low, high, high? This breaker right here is holding. It's still holding. But it's still it's still underneath this 100% fair value gap, right? So hopefully this shit right here can get broken. Hopefully it could be like, hopefully, in my mind, I kind of don't want to see it take this low, but even do is what it is. Because now it's bouncing in the area where I'm expecting it to bounce at, right? So then go, and then boom. Sometimes. Or like what it's doing right now. It's staying right here, so it's doing this. But I'm expecting, remember, if it's accumulating, I'm expecting a manipulation. So I'm expecting this to go up, right? So I'm expecting a manipulation move down and then go up. But you see, if it stays here, this is what you don't want to see. Like if it keep doing that, you might as well just come back tomorrow. But you see, look, we begin with the bomb. Hold on. Right now, we got what we were looking for. So it's giving us exactly what we was looking for. The problem is, the thing is that are we going to push the button? You got to push the button. But it takes time, right? It takes time to read everything, to understand what's going on. So you want to be patient. 950, all the way to 10. So it gave us what we were looking for, but it's a lot of buy side still above us. But I'm waiting on to see which one is going to be the break if we're heavy, right? Because I'm expecting it to be heavy, to be extremely bullish, right? So it created one fair value gap right here, and then it created another one right here. So I want to see which one do it come back to. I want to see, because if I'm bullish, I want it to leave the lower half. I want it to trade in here, right? All right, so okay, it traded into inefficiency. I want to see if it stay heavy. I don't really want to see it come back down here, right? But we know the price can just do what it want to do. So I'm allowing it. So I'm expecting it to stay in this upper half of this fair value gap, to keep going, right? To stay heavy, to let these bearish candles support price higher. But if it comes back down, now I'm expecting it. I'm waiting for it to come back. First of all, I want to see how deep it's going to come in, right? But then, most importantly, I want to see these are the two order blocks right here. So I'm expecting to see what happens when it come back into this zone right here. All right, but right now, in terms of the infinity, I just want to see how heavy it is. Like, I want to see, do it have the willingness to come back down here? Let's see. Do we have the willingness to? Okay, so now it came into the lower half. So let's see. Let's see how deep it goes. I'm tripping. I got buddy paused. Tripping.
This fair value gap ideally should not be traded to. So I'm watching this upper one here to possibly be used as support. What's up, Kia? Good morning. I'm expecting to clean this price action after, obviously, FOMC today. So after 2:30 today, I'm expecting clean price action. So that means Thursday and Friday, the later half of the week. That's when I'm really expecting the cleanest moves, the most obvious, where it's just like, there it is. Like that's the setup, that's the draw, take it, and then it just runs in your favor. I'm not really expecting that until after our PM session today. So far, yesterday has already proven that it was high resistance. What kind of price action did we get Monday? Let me see. Daily screenshots. Monday was decent. Monday wasn't bad. Open the 12 spot. I can't squeeze too many people in the first group because I already have like 12, maybe even 13 people in there. You have to remember, I'm doing one-on-one meetings for each one of those people, and they're gonna be about an hour. So that's already 12 hours a week. that I'm going to be doing one-on-one meetings, so I don't want to squeeze too many people in the first group. I could probably get you in a second group because I think I only have 10 or 11. The second group starts, I think, in like March. But just DM me on Discord and we can work something out.
Let's go. We've been walking this big down. Let's go. And I'm in this trade right now. I just took.
So it's 10 o'clock.
All right. So my original play that I got into, right, it was right here, low, high, lower, high, higher, high. So I got in early. So you see as it's consolidating here. It's consolidating here. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me sell one more. I got my stop at break even. I got my stop at break even. I'm just leave it. I got my stop right here, and then I got my stop at 222.777. But the problem is, it's probably going to come back down. I got my stop ability right here, so it's probably going to come back. No, I'm gonna take that. All right, I took that right quick. All right, so I took that. It's holding though, so I took it because today he said something like FOMC and shit like that. So, but as you see, it's holding, right? It's because I'm already up on the day, I'm already up on the week, so I don't really want to give that profit. So anyway, so my first play was right here, this low, high, lower, low, higher, high, right? You see how it's holding, and then it manipulated lower. Exactly what I was looking for, and then this place higher. Exactly what I was looking for. Gave us another order block right here. That's how we originally got in. I mean, we got more confirmation. I should have stayed in. I don't know why I got out, but it is what it is. I'm up good on this account like that. Man, I should have stayed in. Anyways, so I got in after that, and then I started scaling some as we was coming up. All right. So that was my play. I was supposed to hold it, but like I said, I'm already up, so I'm kind of just like, being conservative for right now. If I get some value, if I get some value in this, can you please like? If you like the video and subscribe if you're getting value, right? If not, then don't do nothing. But if you need any help, any questions, right? Just comment below. Comment in the YouTube because I'm live right now and I can see the comments. So good thing I got out. I don't know. Y'all can't see my. I thought y'all be able to see my screen on top of that, but it's okay because it's coming into this zone right here, right?
Trading down to the first presented fair value gap and returning back to that original consolidation. Again, I'm watching this fair value gap. Do we leave that open? If we trade to it or completely overlap it, that's not bullish. That's not as strong. Yeah. So I'm watching, getting a read for how strong price really is by using this imbalance here.
I kind of want to see this order block right here. So if it creates this order block right here,
no, 931
off of the tap of the first potential value gap to a order block, that'd be a nice little play. Cause we got so much buy side, like bro, we got like
15-minute chart for Nasdaq doesn't look too appetizing. I can easily see this becoming a really nasty day. Okay, this should only be showing on a 1-minute chart or a 5-minute chart.
There you go, bam. I should jump in right now off that shit. This is a good risk and reward trade too. I didn't know that. That was long. Ooh, lovely stop. It's only 13 points for a stop. That's lovely. I should have stayed in that motherfucker.
Put on a unicorn queen.
Let's see. So it tapped. Did it tap? Nope, it didn't. So it still left it as a breakaway. It still left this zone as a breakaway. So it gave us the order block we were looking for. Right here. So depending if it comes back into this zone, right? If it comes back in here, so let me just show you exactly what I'm looking for. Let me draw my favorite retracements high to low. Now, look at this zone. Now, This is the order block. This is where the fib is at. These are the retracements, right? The extension, the quadrants.
That's like just fell short of that 15-minute
All right.
fair value gap.
So I want to see how deep do it dig in, right? Because I'm expecting it to come in and then to displace away like what it's doing right now. Like I didn't get in because I'm reading the order flow, but I like that it's coupled with this breakaway gap right here, and now we getting the expansion. So it created like a little small little fair value right here.
And that's like just traded into an hourly,
so
zippy hourly fair value gap.
If it comes back down, I'm most likely going to jump into a long if it comes back down. I don't want to get in now because I'm kind of late. I want to get a good fill. Remember, the most sensitive part of the order block is here, from the open to the midpoint, right? And I don't want to see no candlestick closers. Let's zoom in because it's a personal level. Okay. Let's see what happens after it hits.
15-minute fair value gap, an hourly fair value gap, and we're right back at equilibrium of our current daily range, and we just traded to our new day opening gap. 15-minute chart for Nasdaq is looking nasty. Relative equal highs just cleared that out. As of right now, I don't trust anything in here just yet.
Okay, it's in it. Okay, let's see what happens.
This is the fair value gap on the hourly. And then your 15-minute chart, we just stabbed into it. And we're right back at equilibrium.
Okay, so we tapped.
On the daily chart.
We tap. Right? And now we're going away from it. So let's see. So we got one touch into the inefficiency. Let's see if this down close candle can support price higher or it needs to come back lower. So like I said, I'm expecting this to come a little lower to just dig in because I don't think we're extremely bullish right now.
Paper trading account.
Right? We could be bullish, but I don't think we're extremely bullish. So I'm just allowing price to just tell me what's going on.
If I do put a trade on, if it's paper, I'm cool with that.
So you already tapped here. Now it's going away, right? So I'm allowing it to stay here. If it stays above this yellow line, I'm good because this is the mean threshold of this order block. Mean threshold, the 50% range, right? So I'm allowing it to stay up here. But as long as I don't get no candlestick closes underneath here, I'm good. Right? It can do this. It can do this all day, right? But that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting it to have to see, right? So I want to see how far do we dig into this down close candle because this is the new order block. My stop loss is right here. Because it could still just come down.
Remember what I said
right?
about the opening
Wicket.
range.
It could wicket.
So
and then go away.
Highest high and lowest low between 9:30 and 10 o'clock.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see. This is your highest high. And let's do highest high and your lowest low comes in here. So this is your
okay, look, it dug deep. It dug deep. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do.
Gap that forms at 9:30. Your opening
it dug deep.
Is your highest high and lowest low in the first 30 minutes. I said if we're trading inside this range between this low and this high all morning, it's likely be low probability. I'm not really interested in it. Okay, we traded above the high into premium fair value gaps in a higher time frame.
I deleted the fair value gap because I wanted you to see the range gap. I deleted the fair value gap because I wanted you to see the how far it does go into the mean threshold, right? So it came real deep, but it stopped, right? So like I said, as long as it's staying here, I'm okay, right? But the moment I get candlestick closes down here, now it's like a problem. This order block right here, it's probably not going to hold. And then if this don't hold, and it may come mitigate this fair value gap right here, which is not a breakaway no more. And if it tap this breakaway right here, that is not a for me, and then it could just take this low, right? It could be just like it could literally be like a little what it called fit. That's why this is the low I'm watching. But I understand that it's a unmitigated, it's a breakaway gap right here, coupled with the first presented fair value gap, right? So as long as this low don't get taken, I'm good, right? But once this low get taken right here, now I'm like, okay, shit. I like this doji. I like how it came down and gave us a doji right here. So let's just see So now this is the first candle, right, that touched the mean threshold. Now let's see what happens.
On the daily chart like that, and whenever it's the morning session of FOMC, for my trading style,
Oh, it's the morning session of
these are
FOMC.
days that can be a little bit more challenging for me. So you see, I already have my micros cut in half in the top left from a 10 to a 5, and I'm even considering switching out into a paper trading account and just waiting for the cleaner price action, which I'm expecting after the PM session today.
So the macro time is done. The macro started at 950, which was down here. So it basically swept liquidity, and then it just took the high. So the macro literally just did the two things. It literally just swept liquidity and then took out the generated liquidity that it just created, which was right here.
So I'm already like kind of comparing this day. This is kind of a day where I sit back and ask myself, if I were to take a trade here, how?
So you see how it gave us exactly what we were looking for. Remember, I was like, I don't want to see no candlestick closes below here, right? But I will allow it to come in, right? So the fact that this candlestick closed above this one is an order block. This is an order block. Why? Because it closed above. But did it close above? Let's see. Yeah, it looked like it did. Yeah. Yeah. And it left a fair value gap right here. But you want to wait 19 more seconds to see if it holds on.
Move up, may have moved my stop loss to break even, stopped out of break even. Okay, now I have to make the decision. Do I want to go back in? Do I use half risk? Am I done for the day? What's price looking like? Let me check Nasdaq. Let me check S&P. Let me check the Dow. What are they doing? And you're putting yourself in a position where you just have to ask yourself, do I want to keep going with this morning session, or do I just want to wait till after FOMC? So just pass your eval. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good stuff. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it. Years of losing money, blowing FTMO accounts, losing my butt, losing my hard-earned savings from my warehouse job, being impatient, being undisciplined. Never again, I tell you that. And it's not worth the mental capital. Like, could I trade this and squeeze out a little something? Sure. But the amount of stress having to sit through this, like if I'm long right now, if I'm sitting in my entry, okay, hypothetically speaking, if I did something like this, I'm targeting whatever, like sitting in this is mentally exhausting because you're watching the new day opening gap. I'm looking at the higher time frame, that 15-minute CIVI, that hourly CIVI that we're trading at the low of right now. And it's tiring. I may have got stopped out at break even here. I may have hold it. My stop may be at break even now because I don't really trust it. It could come back, hit my break even. And now I'm 2 trades in. I have to ask myself, okay, do I want to take a third or do I want to call it a day? And then this is a live account. You have to pay commissions on that. So those are things you have to consider.
And you're right too. You're right about that. That's why you don't overtrade. That's why you don't over leverage. That's why you just focus on becoming a good trader, because if you're focused on becoming a good trader, you're not focusing on taking so many trades. You're just focusing on observing price. Okay, watching what to do here. Okay, watching what this shit do over here. It's strictly an observing. You're just observing.
Again, we may want to save that buy side for lunch or our FOMC at 2 o'clock. Are the commissions bad? No, the commissions aren't bad. I think it's like $1 round trip. So if you open up one micro, you're going to pay $1 in commissions. It's 50 cents open, 50 cents close. So if you use 10 micros, that's going to be $10 in commissions. But then you have like state fees and like all other fees they slap on top. It's not just the commissions for opening and closing a trade. You have like 3 other companies that want to cut. It's crazy. Organizations, whatever you call them. Like I was looking at my account statements the other day. I'm like, okay, nice. I made like $400. And I saw like after all the commissions, they took out like 78. Like, damn. It's like $60 in commissions they took out of my 400 that I made. That's a lot. That's a lot. Prop firms definitely have their benefits. That's why it's better to trade one mini contract instead of 10 micros. Yes, point wise, they're still the same. 10 micros is equal to one mini, but you're paying commissions for each micro contract that you open. So it's not really the same. But I like taking partials, so it is what it is. Just got a withdrawal. Let's go. $700 Christmas shopping. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I just took out 10. We got the same withdrawal. I just took out 800 from last week's profits. That just hit my account this morning. We both going Christmas shopping. See, you don't even need my $3.27. You already got your. What's up, babe? You want to say hi to the stream? Okay. Oh, she said hi. One mini on a 50K account. Over leveraging depends on the risk. Depends on how many handles you're risking. So is Nasdaq slowly working higher? In a way, yes. But is this something I feel comfortable engaging in?
No.
And having to babysit a stop loss?
Yeah, I don't like the way this shit moving. I'm done for the day. I'm done for right now. I'm gonna come back in the PM session though. I think he said news is at what time? FOMC is at what time? Calendar. What's today? Wednesday. Yeah, 2:00. Damn. Yeah. So. Yeah. I'll be back at 1:30, 2:00. I'll be back. 1:30, 2:00. We'll be back live. One 2:00. I'll be back live. Like I said, he said, Casino, you having live trading on Asian market? Yeah. Yeah. Same thing, 6:30. From 6:30 to 8:30, like yesterday. I was on yesterday. I be on that bitch every day. So sometimes when people don't come in, when people don't actually like come into the Discord, I just trade on myself. Type shit. But yeah, I catch on. Like I said, I didn't see you yesterday. I was on yesterday. You probably came late. Or you probably came, but I was on. Me and Chef Dez was on for like an hour. Maybe the time you got on, that's when I got off, maybe. But I was on, but I wasn't on for too long though. What the fuck I was going to do? Oh, that's all. Okay. Price is holding. It's doing what it wanted. It's doing what we wanted to do, but it's just doing it in a matter where So I catch you on the rebound, man. I'll be back today at 2:00, and I'll be back again for Asia at 6:30 to 8:30. All right, y'all, boys. How do I close this shit?